guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stone Mill Log and Timber Homes, joining you again today from our headquarters here in Knoxville, Tennessee at our fabrication facility. Last week we talked about splice joints. This week we're going to talk about surfacing, finished surfacing of the logs. And there are a couple of different options there. We're going to talk about some differences between the two, and we're going to talk about tips for making those selections. So the two main surface finishes that we offer are a hand-hewn surface versus a hand-planed surface. We can also do a resawn surface where we run it through our bandsaw. But the two most common finishes that we do for our clients are the hand-hewn finish and the hand-planed. The hand-hewn finish is more of a scalloped, more rustic finish that we do actually with a real foot adze, which has got a curved handle and a curved head on it. So it creates that kind of rustic scallop look. It's got a little bit more depth to it versus a hand-planed smooth finish that we do with a hand planer to create a nice smooth finish on the exterior and interior face of the log. So a couple of the differences between the two, obviously there's an aesthetic difference. A lot of our homeowners that are doing our chink profile want the hand-hewn finish to look more authentic and more rustic versus a more hand-planed finish that some of our clients do on the interior to dress it up, to complement some of the smoother finishes, some of the cleaner lines that they may be doing on the interior. So those are some of the cosmetic differences. Some of the functional differences might be, and some things that you might want to consider is on the inside where you're hanging pictures. Obviously with the hewn finish, it's going to have a little bit more depth. It's going to have a little bit more irregularity, whereas the hand plane finish is going to be a little smoother. So if you're hanging pictures or something on the wall, it might sit against the wall a little cleaner or a little more flush than with the hand-hewn finish. How it takes stain is going to be a little differently. A hand plane finish is going to take stain a little bit more evenly. This is something that's going to take stain a little bit less evenly because you're going to have to work that stain into some of these pockets where you get the depth of the hewing. So it might take stain differently, might create a different finish color from one to the other based on how the texture is, based on how that surface texture is. But ultimately what it comes down to is the look and what you want into your home. So if you want a combination of hand hewn on the exterior, smooth plain logs on the interior, hand hewn finish on the beams for the floor system and the roof system, or if you want to hand hew the roof beams and plane the floor beams, that is no problem. We can mix and match, but just be thinking about some of those subtle differences between the two and how they may affect your finish home as far as what finishes you're using, what stain colors you're using, how you're going to hang pictures on the wall or hang things on the wall, and how that may affect those. So hopefully this has been helpful. I know this is not necessarily a tip for the day, but certainly some differences and some more education about how the differences between hewing and planing can affect you and your finished home. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us today. Please join us again next week for more Tip Tuesday. Until then, stay safe and healthy. Take care.